starts in 10 minutes, and we don't know what time the second game starts yet. I'm sure you have a busy day, but it might be early enough that you're home. First game of the day starts now. Just a reminder, game 1 of the day starts in 10 minutes. There's our hockey team. Good morning, everybody. Game 3 of the Boston Blue Chip Tournament starts in 3 minutes. Your Mountain Lions in their traditional light blue and white, apparently. Same jersey all 3 games so far. Against this team from, this says Performance Hockey Group. I don't know where they're from. They are in what amounts to the black version of our jerseys. Do you want me to steer this? Do you want to?
What's that?
So you want me to steer this? Do you want to chat with your family?
Sometimes just keep me from saying dumb stuff. Yeah, maybe I'll just watch.
Yeah.
We're gonna change up the luck. You know, like sit on the other side.
Yeah, something like that. Yep. I like it. Just saying, I don't know where the Performance Hockey Group is from, but I hadn't said that when the goalie stepped on the ice, he came out and fist bumped with a smaller ref. So there might be a local team. Uh-oh. Got a home ice advantage here. Yep. So your Mountain Lions team had an inauspicious beginning. They lost 6-2 in their first game yesterday. You probably all know this. And then their second game yesterday afternoon, they played better, and they ended up losing 3-1 that game. One of them was an empty netter. They gave up 2 over the second and third periods, and then the empty netter. Just having a hard time. Good morning. Having a hard time clicking on the offensive end of the ice. Defense was a whole lot better in the second game. Their defensive zone coverage in the first game was. Left something to be desired, but they're starting to figure it out. Coach had a nice video session with them between the games yesterday and seemed to help them out to a certain degree. So we'll see if they can improve again. They did not have a video session after the game yesterday, but they do have one after this game. So anyway, the whole point is improvement. Obviously, actually, the main point is fun. The second point is improvement. and they already have shown improvement. They're all good hockey players. It just takes a little bit sometimes. Not only, different grouping, they have played together in various forms over the years. I think that only a few of them, Merrick, I don't think has ever played with most of this group. River has. I'm trying to think who else is sort of new in this group. But the big thing is that they're playing up, one age group. All of a sudden they are now 13-0 and they are checking, and it's a very different game when you start using a lot of intentional body contact. Kids are having to keep their heads up a little bit more and make the decisions more quickly so as not to get pasted. They have also been doing a fair amount of pasting. A couple of these kids are been looking forward to this transition into the next age group with a lot of anticipation, and it shows in their play. It's funny to watch them, though, try to sort out checking. Such an extra dimension. Some of them will miss a play in their effort to check. Others will miss a play as they got checked because they weren't paying attention, but they're all getting it. They're all tough, they're all smart, they're all really good hockey players, so just keep getting better and better. Puck drop will be very soon now. 15 minutes on the clock. Let's see how it goes. I have been told that this team has not scored a goal yet in the tournament, so hopefully that will be a good portent for our team. They have only scored 3, but they have scored goals. Let's see what happens. All right, puck is dropped. Here we go. Puck goes back into the Mountain Lion zone. Goes behind the net. Good forecheck by that big kid for performance. Now we're coming out of the zone. That would have been a nice breakout pass. Just nicked the skate. But we got good hustle going in. That was Huey Taylor with good speed, but the puck goes across the goal line on the end for an icing. Puck's going to come back down into the Mountain Lion zone to Hamilton's right. See if I can start calling out the lines. David Mora. Jake Bastine on one side of him. He wins the puck forward, picked up in the end by a performance player. He turns, he's looking for an opportunity. There's a man open in the slot. He circles around, bunch of sticks. There we go, good job. The Mountain Lions pick the puck up. Pass across, it's going to go ahead onto Mora's skate. Mora's making it into the zone, keeps the puck going forward. Nice work to get through a bunch of players and get the shot towards the net. Intercepted by Kinghorn at the blue line. Carries it into the zone. Mora has it. He tries to turn. There we go. Lost it for a second. Comes back. Nolan Rize turns. Gets it over to Gavin Kinghorn. Gavin sends it up to Huey. Huey dumps it in. Goes for a change. I like that. David Mora goes in to forecheck. Keep the puck in there while the rest of his line changes up. Now the puck is coming up. Sawyer on the blue line. Keeps the puck in with her elbow. Kicks it forward to herself. Moving down the boards. Looking to put it out in front. No, passes it back. Oh. I like the idea. She was looking to bring it back to the man who was covering for her, which was Garvey. Smart hockey player. He's going to get a shot off. Garvey gets a shot. That goes wide of the net to the goalie's right. Puck is sent out to the blue line, kept in, sent towards the net, but it's picked off by a defender for performance. He turns behind his own net, wraps it far side. River is there. He gets hit from behind. No call on that. Performance player carries it forward. Comes out to Nolan. Nolan goes across, back in, across center ice. Got it to Dylan Bankert. Bankert sends it in. Rivers on the forecheck. Player reverses. Bankert on the forecheck as well. Performance coming out of the zone. Good pressure by Garvey to make that player make a bad choice. He sends it ahead. It's not quite icing. Mountain Lions go D to D. Our defender falls, but he does a good job of protecting the puck. Nice work. Sends it over to Merrick. Oh, that was Tucker. Puck is trying to go forward. That hits a body. Does not come out of the zone. Weinreich heads back for it. Behind his own net. He's got some time. Drops it. Good job there. Merrick was looking up. Got a nice pass off, but it just slightly hit a stick. Vito has it. He sends it deep into the zone. Performance player goes behind his own net. Comes out to the blue line. That is kept in by Merrick. Sends it back behind the net. Weinreich in on the forecheck. supported by Desi. Performance players coming up the near side here. Player's looking for a shot, does a toe drag, but he gets stripped of the puck. Next performance player chips it into the corner. That's picked up out to Richie. Richie's looking, he sends it soft up the boards, but it doesn't quite connect with Desi. Desi goes ahead and finishes his man though. Desi is one of those players who has really enjoyed the move up into Czech hockey. He's a hard man to play against, solid skater, likes to hit. And hopefully he can get a couple shots on net in this game. There goes Desi putting another player on his back. Puck comes out of the zone. Reverse pass by the performance player, gets past him.
Hit him.
Puck goes forward to Desi. Desi's carrying it. Player catches him from behind, strips the puck and sends it into the zone. D2D for the Mountain Lions. Good pass ahead to Vito. Vito tries to send it into the zone. That hits a body, doesn't get very far in. Performance players having a hard time settling the puck down. They do, they send it past the ref into the corner. Sawyer goes and gets it. She looks up. Good pass, good timing by the performance player to intercept that one. Then escapes. Huey sends it up to the blue line, shot towards Bennett. He just guides it behind his net. Sawyer is there. Player picks it up, gets it out front. Bennett makes the first save. Puck's bouncing around. Sawyer clears the crease. Good job, Sawyer. Puck is sent up out of the zone. Forecheck by Jake West Bastine. Going to be picked up by Huey. Huey's got a chance for a shot. That hits the skate and gets slowed down. The goalie makes a glove save for a whistle. All right, good work here. Good work in the defensive zone. Good work in the offensive zone. I'm liking the way the team is looking this morning. They're on it. They're moving their feet. They're passing the puck. Seem to have their heads up. Play has been fairly even. Can't really say one team or the other has dominated play. This player is good. He's coming down. He's trying to get a shot off. Good work. Oh. Bennett tries for the cover, doesn't quite get it, but it gets cleared out. That was good hustle by Sawyer to come across. This kid's big and strong. He puts the puck out in front, and that's a goal. Oh. Puck came dribbling out to the face-off dot. Bennett came over to the post and looked like somebody was on the player, and the player got a shot off just inside the post. I think I heard it hit the post on the way in. Bennett was not up against the post in the way he wanted to be. And the score is 1-0 in favor of the performance team. Just when I was saying the play was pretty even and the Mountain Lions were looking good, they give up a goal. They have that one big kid. He bowled his way out front, got a shot, Bennett made the save, and it just scooted over the other side and ended up on a performance player's stick. Even though he was covered, he was able to get a shot off. So anyway, center ice face-off is won by Mountain Lions. Carry the puck in, drop it over to Bankert. Bankert with the backhand cross, pass across the zone. Gets intercepted, performance coming out. Sends a puck in. Tucker reverses it nicely, picked up by, looks like Dylan Bankert. He tries to make the diagonal pass, but that hits the stick and doesn't get anywhere. I don't know if that kid's last name is actually Player or if he just is a player. Anyway, Merrick heads back, sends it softly up to his wing, chips it out. Being carried forward by Dylan Bankert. Dylan Bankert enters the zone. He drops the puck for Klug. Klug couldn't quite handle the puck, which was in his skates. He does a good job of battling, wins the puck. Nice reverse by Dylan Garvey. Garvey gets out front, tries to stuff it in. That was a nice play. I like that. Put it in the crease and battle for it. Cleared out of the way by the performance players. Does not make it all the way to the goal line. So Merrick sends it over to Desi. Desi up to Tucker. Tucker back to Desi. Desi with a little bit of speed. Nice move past that player. He's got a man hanging on him. Oh, good stop move there. Just take the shot. Tries to pass and it gets intercepted, and here comes performance in the other way. Performance player gets around Gavin and is unable to finish with a little nifty move across in front of Bennett. Comes out to the blue line. Performance player sends it down. Man curls off of the half board. It's looking like he's probably going to get a shot off. He does. Oh, he sends it across the crease. Luckily, the player that was there, he had his stick lifted. He's unable to tuck it into the open side. Just about up to Vito's stick. Vito couldn't collect the pass that was right behind him. Vito bounces off of the player in the zone. Puck is on the near side. That is kept up. Gavin Kinghorn goes across Gets it over to Mora. David Mora's having a good weekend. He's looking really good out there. Comes out to the blue line. It gets sent down behind the net. Mora is after the forecheck now. He gets pinned against the boards. Back to Mora. Mora spins. Got a little bit of space, making space for himself. Tried to send it over to Garvey. Out of Garvey's reach, but it comes out to the blue line. Shot coming, 21. That was Bastine with a nice shot on net. Goalie makes a save. Comes around the near side. Gavin pinches. Puck's lying on the dasher. Kids recognize it and knock it off. Oh, Mora got his stick tangled up in the player. He couldn't get it free to go and play the puck, which he'd won. Bastine sends it forward, and then Sawyer gets to it. Sends it into the zone. It's going to be an offsides. No, the puck actually bounced out of play for a whistle. So we'll get a 5-man change. Sawyer stays out there with Gus Funky, Maura Burnett, and Huey, player for, Performance comes in, turns to his forehand, gets a shot off it, hits a stick and goes well over Bennett's head. Nice work by Sawyer there, just using her body. But the puck gets ahead of her. She rubbed the big number 14. She rubbed them right off of the puck, using her good, strong skating skills. Good battle going on right here in front of us. With the puck is going up the far side now on one of their strong skaters' sticks. He's looking. He's got a man coming down the middle. Bennett just watches that go behind his net. Comes around. Big guy reverses the puck. Ends up on Nolan's stick. Nolan goes D to D over to Sawyer. Sawyer sends it ahead. Gets knocked down, goes back in deep. Rize is there, working hard, gets the puck back. Now ends up player with a nifty move behind the net. Hamilton comes over, makes sure that the post is sealed off. Breakout, not quite. Back to Sawyer. She makes sure it comes out of the zone. Performance team does a neutral zone regroup. Player sends it ahead, dumps it into the zone. Sawyer goes to get it. Goes behind the net, but that ends up Bennett with a good save. That ended up hitting the iron, bouncing out onto a Performance player's stick. He gets a good shot off. Bennett faces him and gobbles up the shot. No rebound allowed. Face off in the Mountain Lions zone to Hamilton's left. Hope you guys all know the first and last names of everybody, because I seem to be jumping back and forth between the first and last names pretty regularly. D to D for Mountain Lions. Tucker. Oh. But he gets it back. He hit a stick, bounced up in the air. He gets it back. He sends it up to River. River back to Tucker. Tucker's heading into the zone. The puck gets pushed into the corner. Comes out to the blue line. It's sent down low. River is there. Puck is poked away from him before he can quite catch it. Dylan Bankert moving around, using his speed. Curls across the top. He's looking, tries to send it down low. Merrick was pinching in, but it ends up going to Klug. Merrick back to Klug. Klug turns, sends it down low for Bankert to go and get. Player for the Performance reverses it around. Comes out to the blue line. Nice move by Tucker to release that puck. Couldn't quite clear that, and then there's a whistle. Going to be penalty on Performance, I'm guessing. Yep, here comes didn't see the call. Cross check on the Performance player. First power play of the game is going to go to the Mountain Lions. Let's see if they can get some offensive zone possession time here and score a goal. Get this game tied up before the first period ends. Still in the first period. Face-off is won by the Mountain Lions. Tucker has it. He's down at the face-off dot. He drops it off for Weinreich. Weinreich sends it across to Merrick. Merrick tries to take a one-timer on that, but he ends up semi-whiffing, and it's picked up by one of their big guys. He's coming in the zone with speed. He's going to get a shot. Bennett is there with the save. Couldn't quite control the rebound, but that's all right. Picked up by Desi. Desi ahead to Vito. Vito to Weinreich. Weinreich brings it back to Desi. Desi looking for a shot opportunity. Oh, just nicked the shin pad and went wide. That's what I like to see. I like to see Brenner taking the shot. He's got a rifle of a shot. Oh, good save by Weinreich to keep that in. Desi surveying the scene. He spins, sends it across. That hits a stick and comes out of the zone. Perhaps a little too ambitious on that cross-zone pass. That comes out to Vito. Picked up by Weinreich. Weinreich gains the zone. He drops it for Desi. Desi makes a move across, tries to send it down low for Weinreich, who was cutting towards the crease, but that hits a shin pad. And then the performance player goes to clear the zone and dumps it into his own bench for a face-off that should stay in the zone. It does. 22 seconds left on the power play. They've had some good possession time in there. A couple shots towards the net. I'm not sure if any of them been on net, but see if we can do this. So we're moved on to the Mora line. Mora wins it. Gets it over to Garvey. Garvey tries to send it down low. Gavin picks it up and sends it down. Oh, man. Comes down to Garvey. He was looking to put it back to Gavin, and the player intercepts it. So it's sent into the Mountain Lion zone. Gavin sends it across. He gets hit against the walls. Performance has killed off that penalty. Man is coming out on the ice, back to 5-on-5 hockey. A couple shots on net, no goal unfortunately. Coming through center ice, here comes Mora. Just when he was getting ready to shoot, player slaps the stick, puck off the stick. 2-on-2 developing now for Performance. Player makes a move. Sawyer keeps him to the outside. Good skating, good stick, Sawyer. Player falls. Opportunity for Mora to carry the puck out. Gets it to the blue line, gets the pass off. That is not offsides, fortunately. Nice moves by Huey. Man catches him from behind. Sawyer picks it up, sends it down low, wraps around for Mora. Pardon me, Mora's looking. Puts it out in front. Oh, just looking for Huey's stick, but he got lifted right at the last second and just underneath it. Nolan battling for the puck. Player did a good job of knocking that off his stick. He gets pushed to the boards. Performance player, good job intercepting that pass by Mora with his long stick. Performance sends it down low. Sawyer wraps it around far side over to Wes. Player reverses it, Nolan battling. He gets to the puck first. He's got some space. Gets it ahead to River. River has it now. He's looking, tries to go all the way across to Wes, but Wes was changing. Performance player picks it up, sends it into the zone. Sawyer back for it. She goes airborne over to Dylan Bankert. They get the puck forward. Bankert's carrying it. Where is it? It's just in front of the benches. Bankert picks it up again. It is onside. River goes in. No whistle. They are onside. There's a shot by River. Nice shot. Goes just wide of the post. Tell the parents want these players to shoot. They've been not shooting the puck enough. Carrying it around, looking for an opportunity. Dylan Bankert gets slashed on the hand, but he keeps the puck. Ends up giving it up. Comes out to the blue line. Merrick tries to move across the blue line, but he loses the puck. Here comes Performance into the zone. Good stick by Tucker Murray. Does a great job on stopping that rush. Gets a stick across the face for his efforts. Bankert has the puck far side. He jumps over a player and sends it into the zone. River is after it in the corner. Player sends it up. Nope, River knocked it down. Now he reverses it in the other direction. Merrick's heading over there. He has to give up the blue line as they had numbers coming out of the zone. Picked up by Tucker. Tucker up to Klug. Klug sends it into the zone and goes for a change. Bankert in soft. Garvey was there with him too. Merrick with a good play on the boards over there. Takes the puck away from the player. Here comes Vito galloping out of the zone. He gets around a couple players, comes through center ice. He's going to does gain the zone, moves the puck towards the center. Couldn't quite make that last step to the center of the ice for a shot opportunity. Gus Funky across to Nolan. Nope. Over to Gavin. Now we have Weinreich carrying the puck into the zone. He's got Vito heading down the slot. He's got Desi behind him. Desi's open for a second, but Richie did not have the puck at that point, so Desi goes over and gets it. Digs it out of the corner. He comes up, back to Weinreich, back to Vito. Vito tries to feed Weinreich back, and the pass does not connect, unfortunately. That was a good, I like the way they were putting that together, though. It's nice to see that group start to click a little bit and get some offensive chances. All right, period number 1, 1-0 for the bad guys. They scored their first goal of the game, first goal of the tournament, from what I understand. Unfortunately, it's against our team. See if our guys can find some offense here. Their defense, playing well defensively. Dennis had to make a couple saves, but nothing too dramatic. Need some offense. But again, the offensive is starting to click a little bit better, getting some chances, getting some possession time. Defensive zone coverage has been a whole lot better. That goal was just a rebound, and ended up their player got there first, and the man who was covering him couldn't quite get position on him to keep him from getting a good shot off that beat Hamilton inside the near post. Don't really know how good their goalie is. They haven't had many opportunities on them. But they are looking to shoot a little bit more. I think the peanut gallery up here in the stands yelling at them to shoot, one of them being me, starting to sink in a little bit. As Wayne Gretzky is perhaps falsely credited with saying, I'm not sure if he ever did, but 100% of the shots you don't take won't score. So you got to take the shots. You got to shoot the puck. You got to get it on net and go for the rebounds. I try not to harp on it too much. Regular old hockey, the best hockey players in the world play that game, and it works. All right, so they switch ends. Hamilton will be to your right now. Again, Mountain Lions are in the light colored jerseys. Going to start out with the Brenner line. Then it goes back and gives Bennett a glove tap. Get going here. Richie will be on left wing, Vito on right wing. And we have the Nolan and Sawyer defensive pair out there first. That is won by the performance team, but is taken back. Desi has it, gives it up to Richie. Richie gains his zone. He's coming down the right wing, gets past the player, puts it right out in front, and goes in. There we go. I think Richie might get that goal the way they were just hugging him. He was looking for Vito, who was crashing the net. Looks like Vito actually got his stick on it. I hate to say I told you so, but I told you so. Put the pucks on net and get somebody there, and you end up with opportunities. All right, 1-1. That was a great way to start the period. Now it's Mora's line. So one side is Wes, the other side is Huey. The defensive pairs are Tucker and Merrick. Merrick with I don't know why, that was weird the way it bounced. It was a nice pass to Wes, and it just, when he went to pick it up, it just kind of weirdly bounced up, maybe a rugosity in the ice. Anyway, Merrick goes back. He pinches the player off. Good job, Merrick. Tries to skate away with it. He does. Another good move there. He's looking up the boards. Player manages to get the puck away from him. Big guys looking to go out front. David Mora went to cover him and fell down. Galloping through there comes Huey. Huey coming down the right wing. He's looking out. He gets a shot. Goalie fumbles that with the glove, but didn't let it go in. That was a juicy rebound. Here comes big number 14 for this team. He's coming down. He's going to try to pull his way out front. He does, but Bennett is there with the save and the cover. That's a big kid. And he's fast. He got around our defender just by speed and size. Good save, Bennett. Face-off will be to Bennett's left. We have Desi against Player. Desi wins it forward, skating up, gets it up to Desi heading. No, I'm sorry, that's Weinreich. That was good grief. Come on, Ian. That was Bankert. All of a sudden, we have a 3-on-1 developing. Here comes the performance team coming in. That play is good hustle back by the Mountain Lions. Get some defenders back and knock that pass down. Kinghorn goes across to Funky. Funky sends it up to Garvey. Garvey's coming up. He drops it off to Bankert. Bankert's heading down the left wing. He's using his speed, shovels it out in front. Oh, the airborne pass does not quite connect with River. I liked it though. Pass is sent forward. Gus has it. Takes a second. Spins away. Sends it over to Gavin. Gavin turns. He also goes back. He reverses it. Only Mountain Lions players over here. Garvey sends it out soft. It gets picked up by Bankert. Bankert's starting to get his speed back. He was not playing as fast as he normally does. Nice to see him getting his wheels back. All right, Gus comes out from behind his own net. He's got a little bit of space. See if he can wiggle through there. He does. Uses his speed, goes down the wing. He's looking to put it out in front, puts it out in front. Not quite all the way out in front. Goalie covers, but then spits it up for the player. Here comes performance player overlapping through center ice. Player, as it says on the back of his name. Nice check there. He's literally checked off the puck just like you're supposed to. That's what checking is actually designed for. Player 4, he comes in, gets a wrister off. That was a good shot in close quarters. That goes over the top of the net. Gavin has it, sends it up to Vito. No, I'm sorry. He gets a shot in the chin as he makes that pass. Pass goes into the zone. Mora working to get away from the players. Good job by Desi. I'm sorry, that was Desi. Puck's out in front. And it goes in the net. In the net. All right. Good hard work by Desi Brenner down low. Gets by a couple guys. Bounces off a few. He ends up winning the puck, and they manage to get it out in front. And Vito, playing tough in front of the crease, gets himself some space. Puck ends up on his stick. He lifts it up, hits the goalie, hits the post, and drops into the white paint behind the blue paint. And it's a goal for Mountain Lions. So I guess I ought to put some goals on here now that I think about it. Anyway, 2-1 in favor of your team. 11:35 left in this second period. Sorry I haven't been running the clock. Maybe I'll do that now. I'll do running clock for a while to see if I can get it caught up. 31 minutes, that's not gonna work. Anyway, puck is dropped. Goes into the zone. Mora Burnett battling hard, player leaning on him. He keeps control of the puck, tries to make a move to come out of the corner, but he does not quite come out with it with the puck. Here comes performance through center ice. Player's got some speed, going down on Tucker. Realizes he's not going to beat him, so he sends it deep. Big number 14 goes in there, he protects the puck with his body. Mora goes over and runs into him. He still has the puck, but he's forced to the outside. Now he's coming across, tries to send it over to his teammate, but it was on his backhand. Tucker Murray playing tough against a kid much taller than him, as he does. Shot coming now. Oh, hit the post. Bennett never saw that shot. You could tell. He just went down and got as big as he could. It did not go in. That hit the post and bounced out. .10:45 left in the second period. Score is 2-1 in favor of Select. Thank you, post. As I said, you could tell that Bennett did not see that until it hit the post behind him. Take that any day. Faceoff comes back down on the icing. Vita Hamilton's right. Puck is sent out to the blue line. Player gets a shot off, but that is knocked down nicely by Garvey. Garvey is battling, running down in there. He gets run into. He tries to send it across. River was heading in, but it did not quite get there. Here comes a performance player. He gets a shot off. Bennett with a good blocker save. Rebound opportunity comes out in front, and that goes over the top of the net. That was a good reaction save by Bennett. Puck comes out to the blue line. That's tipped ahead by Bankert. Comes back into the zone. Performance player sends it down the right wing. Dispossessed by Funky. Funky sends it over to River. River sends it back to Funky. Good play. Gus comes out in front. Makes a nice move. Sends it up to Garvey. Garvey chips it up. Looking for Bankert, but it's intercepted by a performance player. Big number 14 was heading into the zone. He's caught from behind by Bankert. Dylan goes across with it. Bankert goes across with it to Klug, who couldn't quite collect it on the boards. He's heading out towards the man. Overlapping. Nolan picks it up. He sends it around the near side. Comes up, number 14 looking for a shot. That goes wide. Bennett is there with the glove and the whistle. Good call on the freezing of that. 9:33 left in the second period. I'm going to see if I can catch the clock up just by running it. 2-1 in favor of the Lions. Face-off will be in the Lions zone to Bennett's left. Heading out there with the Richie, Desi, and Vito line. Sawyer is one of the defenders. Sawyer was normally with one. Backhander goes well over the top of the net. He got a lot on that backhand. Puck comes running out towards Bennett. He just covers it against the side of the net. Good choice, Bennett. Coach AP told Bennett that one of the things he needed to do more after the first game was to just go ahead and freeze the puck given the opportunity, and he has taken that to heart. And that was a good opportunity to show that. a lot of time. Just settle it down. When that puck's bouncing around, you're near your crease. Vito heading forward. We got a 2-on-3 developing, but shoot. Oh, hits the body, jumps straight up in the air, comes back to Vito. Vito runs out of the corner with the puck. Oh, just missed Desi's stick. Good pinch over by Nolan. It comes out to Sawyer. Sawyer kind of whiffed on that backhand pass across, but good hustle by Weinreich, sends it forward. Sawyer's heading into the zone now. She sends it off to Vito. Vito shoots it. Goalie sends it into the corner. That is picked up and intercepted on the pass there, out of the zone. Nolan retreats. He falls. Gets up, going to be an opportunity for a shot. Bennett is there, makes a save and gobbles it up in his gear. Good blocker save by Bennett. Kind of with the inside of his blocker, but it ended up in his lap. No rebound given. Good job. That was a bit of a broken play. Next group up, we are looking at David Morrow, Wes, and Huey. I guess he's the only David on the team now. I can go to that. Shot from the blue line. Good deflection. I liked what they were doing there. I mean, I shouldn't like it because it was the wrong team. But Mora, with speed through center ice, gets the puck past the player, and then the player plays good defensive body-on-body contact, and he stops him from getting to the puck. But I like the effort. Oh, they called the interference. Never mind. So power play coming for Mountain Lions. 8:21 left in the second period. Power play. Staying out there with the Mora line. So David, Huey, and Wes. Defenders are going to be Tucker and Gavin. Puck is won, comes back to Tucker. Tucker back to Gavin. Gavin gets a shot off. Goalie makes a good save. No rebound. Huey was just... They sent him both or just Huey? They called Huey for the slash. I didn't really catch that. I guess when the player came over to... Did he slash the goalie or the defender who came over and got in his face? I didn't see it at all. All right. That kid. Anyway, so we're 4-on-4 hockey now for about 1:20. So we'll see if we can get our guys to get some space. David Morrow shovels it ahead. Tucker pinches in. He's down in the corner. He gets pinched off. Gets the puck. Mora comes in, puts some body on. Going to leave some space up here for Wes. Wes gets a shot off. That goes in, goes just wide of the net. I like that. I like it. David Mora working hard. Tries to get the puck up to Kinghorn. Kinghorn pinches effectively. He sends it out. Shot coming. Goalie makes the save. Oh, that was a nice pass by Gavin to Tucker. Tucker with a good wrister. Player got it off, and the goalie made a good blocker save. This guy is working hard, but he gets the puck stolen from him by Gavin, and then they picked up by the performance players, and they send it into the zone. Wes goes to get it. Wes tries to send it up off the boards, ends up not quite pulling that off. Player with the toe drag. Good job, good clear there by Tucker just to send it out of the zone. Performance goes D to D through neutral ice. Sends it up to the player. He couldn't control it, so Tucker has the puck for a second. He's looking for a pass. Goes D to D. Nice one-time pass up to Wes. Comes back to Wes again. He's going down the left wing. A little toe drag. He's seeing if he can get himself some space. He does, but he couldn't quite get the shot off all the way. Good back check there by our man, Mr. Bankert. He is feeling it today. I like it. Looked like he was going to go and get a shot on Bennett. He sends a pass up. Nicely picked up by Garvey. Garvey galloping in. He's looking to put it out in front. He does. Oh, well read by their defender because that was a nice play. I like the way that was developing. Player tries to send it out. Klug knocks it down with a shin pad. River gets it. He sends it back to his defender, who is Gus. Gus retreats behind Hamilton. We're back to 5-on-5 hockey now. Sends it up to Klug. Klug gets the puck. He chips it out of the zone. Gets it up to Bankert. Bankert heading in. Bankert has Garvey with him. He circles, sends it all the way across, looking for a shot. That gets knocked down, and a glove save. Klug came off of the bench, jumped in, and a good identification by Funky to see that he was open and gets a good pass onto his stick. He gets a shot off. I'm liking it. They're starting to make stuff happen in the offensive zone, passing the puck with confidence. I like to see it. All right, puck comes back to Nolan. He sends it down low. Comes out towards the slot. Does not get all the way into the blue paint. Bankert is there. He shovels it back into the zone. Garvey is in on the forecheck. Gets to the puck. Player is able to get past him. The next person up. Now puck is coming out of the zone. Big number 14 tries to go diagonal. Does, but it's to nobody. Nolan chips it up forward to Klug. Instead, the player holds it in. Goes down low. There's a man rushing. Could not connect. Comes out into neutral ice. Performance player circles. We're almost caught up on time. There's 5:20 left in this second period. Score is 2-1 in favor of Mountain Lions. Good job there by Gus. Unfortunately, there we go, now we've got it. Klug sends it ahead, just couldn't quite connect on the breakout pass. It was in the skates. Picked up by a performance player. He sends it in low and goes for a change. Big number 14 comes busting in after Nolan. Nolan makes a pass. Here comes Vito after the player, looking to try to get away from him. Player circles in center ice. Does a good job. He's coming into the zone. Nolan forces him wide. Goes around. He's looking for an opportunity to pass it out front. Does. Nobody there. Comes out to the blue line. That player gets a shot. Bennett sends it into the corner with the blocker. Puck comes out into the slot. Let's see who gets there first. What Richie does, but it's then picked up by a performance player. Comes out to the blue line, kept in, comes back. Funky has it. He sends it all the way across to Vito. Vito gets into the zone. He chips it towards the net. Oh, the goalie gets a stick on it. Lost it into the air just before Desi got there. Players coming through. Good job by Weinreich to use his body, protect the puck. Sawyer over to Gavin, who sends it ahead to Vito. There is icing on that eventually. All right, decisions are coming quicker, passes are happening. I'm really liking the way this team is looking. Better and better all the time. Better and better with the 2 games yesterday, better and better with every period so far today. 3:55 left on the game clock. Score is 2-1 in favor of Mountain Lions. Desi takes the face-off in the defensive zone. David takes the face-off in the defensive zone. Whole bunch of bodies flying around down there. Picked up in the end. Nice breakout. Here comes Morrow through center ice. He's got speed. He's got a player on his right. See if he can get the puck over to him. He can't. They do call the penalty, though, on the interference. Forcing the issue. I like it, David. He is really having a good weekend. For that effort and drawing the penalty, he gets a hug from Gavin. Again, that just shows you that things you do without the puck can be very, very important. So now, power play. 3:36 left in the period. Power play for the Mountain Lions. 2-1 lead for the Mountain Lions. Puck is going to be dropped in the performance end. Oh, that was nice. Mora ties the guy up. Puck is coming out front, goes right across the crease. Oh. Sawyer pinches, sends it down to David. David turns. He's trying to find some space. Up to Sawyer. Sawyer right across. Shot towards the net. I like it. Oh, that was a good opportunity. Goalie with a reaction save with the leg pad. That was reversed down to David. David gets past the ref. Makes a nice move. Tries to put the puck out into the crease. Does not quite get in front of the net. Player sends it up. Sawyer tried to pinch on the bouncing puck, but was unable to keep it. Gets the puck back. She sends it up. Nicely done to David. David coming in. He gets a shot off, but he kind of get that interfered with, so he couldn't get all of it. Made it to the net. Goalie freezes it. 2:51 left in the period. I'm almost caught up right when the period's about to end. Face-off will be in the performance end to their goalie's right. And it's going to be the Bankert line. Puck is dropped, one back. Merrick has it, sends it down low, bounces over a stick and ends up on a performance player's stick. He sends it the length of the ice, no icing. Good job by Bankert to come back. He passes it to himself. He's heading up the far boards. Gets into the zone. tries to get to the middle of the ice to get that off, but he could not. Puck comes back to center ice. Garvey turns with it. He's met by a couple players. Mountain Lions go D to D. 8 seconds left on the power play. Sent forward up to Klug drops it. Shot towards the net. Oh, goalie just manages to chip it up over the crossbar. All right, that is the end of the power play. Puck is sent past the Mountain Lions player into the zone. 1:55 left in the period. Tucker goes back, looking to reverse it to Merrick. He gets it over to Merrick. Merrick gets met violently. He doesn't know where the puck is. Now puck is sent up to River. River gets to it. Player runs into him. Performance ends up with the puck in the zone. Let's see if these guys can get the puck out. They do. It's not out yet. Here we go. Tucker overlapping, carries the puck forward. He gets caught from behind. Performance player trying to get away from Garvey. Garvey is just about to steal that puck. Player falls, sends it up the boards, gets past everybody, comes out of the zone. It's going to be a foot race that Sawyer is going to win. She gets there first, carries it behind the net. She's coming out with speed. She goes off the boards nicely to Vito, but the puck bounces over Vito's stick. Sawyer sends a nice flat pass across. It was a good stiff pass up to Weinreich. Icing is waved off. He goes in. Puck goes behind the Performance goalie's net. Here comes 14 for Performance out of this thing. Good back check by Brenner. Brenner is all over him. He sends it out in front. Man in front was covered nicely. Puck goes down low. Nolan has it. He's got a little bit of space. He's looking for a pass. Carrying it, sends it up the boards. Does not get past a couple players there. Desi is there. Where is the puck? Puck goes forward on Richie's stick. Vito almost got out with it. Sawyer has it now. She goes back to her defensive partner, Nolan. Nolan gets it up to Richie. Richie up to Desi. Desi's coming down the left wing. See if he can get forward. He sends it airborne across, looking for Vito, but it's just goes into the corner. Good pinch. Going to be a shot opportunity by Gavin. Oh, with the blocker save. Didn't quite. Oh, that should be a penalty right there. That player just pasted Vito into the boards face first, hit from behind, very clear. Hope Vito gets up quickly on that. Yeah, he's up. All right, so that'll be a power play for the Mountain Lions at the beginning of the next period. Score is 2-1 in favor of the Mountain Lions. It was a good period for the Lions, 2 goals, good defensive play. Just need to keep going, building on what they're doing. They just need to get a little bit more, shots on net. They're starting to get the shots on net, testing their goalie finally. Their goalie is playing well. Bennett's playing well. Again, they're going to have a power play at the beginning of this period, so a minute and a half. If it was the majors, they'd have fresh ice, but of course they don't make the ice between periods here. Bennett's over there readjusting his gear. Center ice face-off, even though it was a penalty start. Still going to be a center ice face-off. Looks like they're sending Mora out there, Mora line for the power play. Gavin and Gus will be the defenders. David and Wes and Huey playing forward. Looks like we're moving Wes back to defense and Gavin up to wing. Puck is won by Wes. He stepped in there and peeled it out. Drops it over to Huey. Huey makes the move. Player gets to it first. He sends it out. But unfortunately it gets past Gus on the far side. Gus turns with it. They're going to do a defensive zone regroup. Gives it to West. West goes behind the net. Good pass out from behind the net. They go far side up to Funky. Gus makes a move. He tries to get it across to a cutting Huey, but it does not quite get there. It comes out to Kinghorn. Kinghorn sends it across to West. West couldn't quite settle that down for a shot. Still keeps the puck moving forward. A couple players run into each other. Performance player picks it up, sends it the length of the ice. Gus has to go back and get it. Player forechecking. Oops, a little too casual on that there by Kinghorn. So the player is able to get the puck, and he's got it trapped against the boards over there in front of the Mountain Lions bench. Gavin steps in. Mora is there. There we go. We got the puck. 25 seconds left on the power play. Let's see if we can get down there and get some pressure. Out to Huey. Huey sends it forward to David. David gets met by a player. Puck is in the zone now. No control yet, but they keep moving it forward. Shoveled backhand up the boards. That is not kept in by Gus. Here comes the performance player. He's on his backhand. He spins. He's looking for the man out front, but there's nobody there as they are completing a change. All right, that's no chances on that power play. Puck is sent out of the zone. It's going to go the length for no icing. Mountain Lions finish their change. Performance comes out with the puck. Once again, didn't start the clock. See if I can get it caught up this time. Puck goes around to the near sides. Tucker sends it ahead, ends up with a performance player's stick. They retreat, they go D to D. Pressure on by River. Working hard, River gets the puck, doesn't quite get it away, it comes out. Goes up off the glass, comes back to Tucker. Tucker spins, goes over to Sawyer. Sawyer pass forward, it's caught, sent up to River. River pass to Bankert. Bankert couldn't settle that down at the blue line, but it stays in. Looks like there's going to be a shot opportunity here. Goalie makes the blocker save. Good shot. I think that might have been, was that Tucker down low or was that Huey? Goes out to Bankert. Bankert has the puck, goes down. He spins, looking up towards the blue line, sends it out to Tucker. Tucker with some smooth skating gets it to River. River sends it down low. Oh, just about a spin around shot opportunity there for Huey. Puck comes over to Tucker. Tucker goes back up to River. River tries to send it up to a cutting Bankert, but the pass did not connect. We go D to D to Tucker. Tucker goes up the boards to Richie. Looking like we got a line change going on here. Here comes Bankert. Bankert puts it across. Oh, to a dashing Vito, I believe. No, that would, couldn't quite tell. Puck is bouncing around, picked up by a performance player. He sends it out to the blue line. Gavin is there. Spoons a backhand down to Richie. Richie looks to put it over to Vito. Vito gets a shoulder in on the player. Working hard on the forecheck. Can't quite come up with the puck, but they are keeping it in there and making these kids work hard for it. They keep checking. Nice job. Where's the puck now? Richie's trying to come out of the corner with it. He does finally. Gets it to Vito. Vito. Oh! Vito saw he had Huey sneaking down and just couldn't quite connect on that. No, I'm sorry, it was the other way around. Vito was the guy who was coming in. Vito gets checked off the puck. That comes out front. Desi couldn't get the shot off. Gets hit from behind right before he's about to release his cannon. Puck is picked up by Gavin. He shovels it backhand down into the zone. Desi is after it. Player spins away from him. Comes out from behind the net. Sends it up soft to his winger who's carrying it forward. Intercepted easily by Wes. West tried to send it in deep, but it hits a skate and does not come out. Go into the zone. West hustles back and forces the player off the puck. Diagonal pass comes out to West. Back to West again. Nice pass from Vito. He gets a change. West carries it in. 1-on-5 as the rest of the line was going for a change. David Moore is in on the forecheck now. Player makes a stop move. Sends it all the way across in front of the benches. Forces his guy off sides with a move at the blue line. And it's going to be an offsides against performance. Oops, and I reset it. Good grief. I have a hard time doing the clock with everything else. We'll see. Puck is dropped. It's over in front of the benches. Performance player tries to send it forward, but good work there with the stick and the skates by West. Gets the puck over to Huey. Huey battling strong. Now we have David carrying the puck forward. Player slaps it off of his stick. Here comes Performance in the other direction. Oh, he gets the puck through. Gets a shot on Bennett. Bennett gobbles it up with his gear. Good job, Bennett. Way to be tight on the post.
Go, Bennett!
Good defense by Nolan to slow the player down. I was surprised he was actually able to get the shot off, but it was on the offhand. Face-off will be to Bennett's right. 9:35 left in the game. Puck is dropped. One forward nicely by Bankert, but he could not get it all the way over the blue line. That comes back now, goes back to Sawyer. She starts skating with it. She gets a good pass off. Here we go, good break in. Bankert couldn't quite collect that pass. It was a little behind him, but he wins the puck. Sends it forward. Where is it? Bankert working it. Player's lost his stick. He knocks the player down. Right out in front. Oh, that was a good pass right on the River's stick. And River went for the far post, but it just went past the far post. River comes hustling. I'm sorry, David Mora. That was Mora with that shot. That was a nice play. Shot towards Bennett. Bennett just goes ahead and gobbles that up in the gear. Face off coming. Going to get a line change done. .8:55 left in the game. Face off to Bennett's left. Desi's out there, wins it over into the corner. Sent to Tucker. Tucker goes up to Klug. Klug tries to dish it ahead, but that nice work by Desi keeps the puck going forward. Couldn't quite get it all the way into the zone in the end. That was Bankert. My apologies. Puck is behind the net. Tucker looking. Whiffs on that pass. Ends up coming onto it, but he goes and gets it back. Sends it up. Bankert makes a nice move off the boards. Good pass across to... Oh, puck's in the slot. Oh, nice. I liked what Garvey was thinking there. He carried it down, took the shot from a tough angle. Goalie made the save, but the puck bounced down in front of them. So it could have been an opportunity if somebody had been there. Here comes Performance player down the outside. Tucker guides him wide. Helped out by River. Oh, puck goes right in through the slot from behind. Here comes Desi, sends the puck to himself. He's got some speed and some space. Couldn't quite come across through three guys, but he gets the puck back and sends it down low. Richie is there. Richie couldn't quite collect it. Good pinch by Vito. Puck's bouncing around. Gavin pinches across, pokes it off of the player's stick. Player for Performance is able to send it out of the zone. Gus turns, sends it back up to Vito. Vito couldn't quite chip that out of the zone, but he ends up winning it back again. Where's the puck? Still in. Player from the Performance team sends it down low, runs into Vito. Up to Richie. Richie battling hard. He goes behind his own net. Overlaps with Gavin. Sends it out to Vito. Vito goes for the one-touch pass just ahead of Gus, who is coming out of the zone for the breakout. Goes back in. Gavin has it now. He's behind his own net. He looks up. Sends it back up to Vito. Vito carries it out of the zone now. Drops it. Desi gets to the blue line. He goes down the right wing. See if he can get the pass across. Oh, it was Richie is heading to the far post. I like the way that was shaping up. Didn't quite connect all the way, but it was a good idea. Here comes Performance player down the right wing. He gets a shot. Bennett makes the glove save and holds it. 6:33 left in this game. Score is still 2-1 in favor of Mountain Lions. Use the bouncing image as I try to get this caught up. Face-off is going to be dropped to Bennett's left. Out there with Mora line. Puck comes out to the blue line. Player was looking for a shot, but he couldn't get one off. Big guy looking for a shot. He has a shot. Bennett gets a little bit of that with his blocker and sends it over the crossbar. Kid's got a hard shot. As you can imagine, a lot of times the big kids have the hardest shots. Puck gets past West on the far side. That is sent towards Bennett. Defender is there. Clear it forward. That was Nolan. Good hard work and an offsides. Huey Taylor working the guy over, using all of his mass to win that puck. 6 minutes left in the third period. Face-off will be just outside of the Mountain Lion zone. Puck is dropped. One forward. Here comes Mora. Mora leaned on, but the puck comes in on sides. Huey gets a shot off. Goalie makes a toe save. Bounces around. Mora tries to shovel it into the crease. Huey goes and gets it in the corner. Sends it out to Sawyer. She sends a shot towards the net. That's chipped. Oh, that was a really nice shot. And very tippable shot and a good tip. Puck sent down low. Picked up. Here comes Huey for a shot. Tries for the 5-hole. Goalie makes a good save. Here comes the performance player down the right wing. Going to get a shot across. Pass across. Player couldn't quite collect it. Nolan plays the body well. David Mora sends it ahead. Gets it up. Puck is out of the zone. Mora after it. Performance player sends it forward to himself. Sawyer goes to meet him in the corner. He shovels a backhand out in front. Good play by Nolan. Picked that up. Sends it far side. Comes out to the blue line. Back to Nolan. Nolan has to beat the player to it. He sends it up. Nicely done. Huey is there. Back to Sawyer. Sawyer goes behind her own net. She goes D to D. That comes up nicely to the winger. They got to be sure about those passes. That breakout pass is just not quite clicking. Huey is there. Runs into the player. This performance sends it back in. Sawyer has it. I like the way they were. First part of the breakout's good, but the second part they keep trying these little blind tip passes. That should have been an offsides. Was not called, but we have Bankert heading back off the bench. He picks it up. He turns the corner. Player's coming at him, but he's skating through them. He's going down the right wing. He's got a little space. Needs to put it out in front. Couldn't quite control the puck enough. He's looking for a man on the blue line. Sends it over to Tucker. Always a good choice. Tucker, good shot towards the net. Good tip. Puck's bouncing around. Oh, man, goes behind the net. That was nice hockey right there, folks. Bodies in front. Coming out front with the puck. Goalie makes a save without knowing it. It hits them in the shoulder. 4 minutes left in the game. Puck is sent forward by the performance player. Then it's sent out of the zone. Neutral ice. A bunch of players don't know where the puck is. Merrick sends it back out of the zone. That's picked up by Huey, I believe. Huey goes into the zone. Sends it down low. Reverses, sends it into the slot. But that's picked up by a performance player who's now coming out with speed. It's a 1-on-3. Shouldn't even get a shot off. Gets the puck back, sends it down low, goes to get it. Tucker is after it. Tucker goes behind Bennett. He looks up. He's going to loft that ahead. Nice job. Make sure it comes out of the zone. Performance player spins, coming through center ice. Guy with the brown pants, he's pretty good. Got to watch out for him. There's a guy in the slot. Oh, sends it across the slot. Nothing to that. Good job. Shot, score. That player just kept working, and managed to do the toe drag shot and beat underneath Bennett's glove save from in close. He got that shot off from the hash marks for a 2-2 score. Darn it. Mountain Lions were doing a good job. 3:12, puck is dropped. Center ice. Mountain Lions getting all the pressure and then end up giving up a goal. Man was coming in down the slot. They got to make sure they're paying attention. Puck comes up the near side. Here comes Vito. He's got the puck. He tries to send it ahead to Desi, but that's intercepted. Then it is picked up by Richie. Richie comes into the zone. He's going down the right wing. He drops it for Vito. Vito gets forced onto his backhand. Backhand shot gets tipped. Oh, off the iron. Going to go for a wraparound. They try to shovel it out in front. That hits a skate. Richie sends it up the boards looking for Gavin, but the player intercepts it and sends it out of the zone. Gus Funky retreats. He turns. 3 players on the forecheck for puck is sent forward. Nice catch, pass catch there. Hard shot by Desi. Goalie gets a glove on it and deflects it up into the netting. I like to see Desi get those shots off. .2:15 left in the game. Score is 2-2. Face-off will be in the performance end. More to take the face-off. Huey goes and gets it, evades the check. David couldn't quite win that puck in the corner. Now here comes performance out of the zone. Player's coming down the left wing. He's got a couple guys going hard towards the nets. Oh, man peeled off a little bit, was able to get the one-timer off, but it went wide. David gets well met there, but he jumps right up. Sawyer's after the puck. Player gets it away from her. Big guys out in front. David Mora goes in for the check, dispossesses it, comes out to the blue line. Player sends it towards Bennett. He just goes ahead and gloves it for a whistle. Face-off will be in the Mountain Lions zone now, to Bennett's right. Going out there with the Bankert line. Tucker is one defender. Puck comes one forward, but it looks like performance. No, it goes back. Merrick is there. Merrick and Tucker are the defenders. Player hustling across. Here we go. Nice work by Tucker. That wasn't Tucker, I'm sorry, that was Huey. Puck bouncing around, Bankert couldn't quite collect it. Performance player almost got a chance to go after it. Bennett plays it forward to his teammate, nice pass out of the zone. Here comes River heading down the right side, needs to use the speed. Gets it back, Bankert almost picks it up, but he couldn't quite. Tucker turns, player gets it away from him. Tucker goes back after him, gets it away from him. Puck goes into the corner, Merrick has it. Couldn't quite calm it down as it was bouncing, rolling up on edge. Good job with the stick there, Tucker. Bankert steps in. Merrick has the puck now. He sends it over to River. River back to Huey, who gets pinched off by big number 14. And then, what's going on here? Where's the puck? There it is. Gus has a man on him. Sends it D across over to Tucker. Tucker goes airborne. Forward up to Vito. Vito up to Richie. Richie puts it into his skates. Back to Vito. Vito shoots. Oh, goalie makes a toe save. Just barely sends it wide. Huey comes for a change. Kinghorn pinches. Puck is out of the zone and an offsides against Mountain Lions. 1:29, 2 seconds left in the game. Puck is going to get dropped in front of the bench over there. And that's the end of the game. I don't know what they do, if they have some sort of shootout situation or if they just end it in a tie. It goes straight into the shootout. Oh boy. I love shootouts. Not. Any idea how many rounds?
I only saw one.
I saw, and it went on like 12 shooters. Yeah.
So I don't know. I think it's 3.
Yep. So watched a shootout in an earlier game, and if I could talk to Bennett right now, I would say don't go down. Every single player went for the juke. Once they got the player down the butterfly, they just went around him and tucked it in. No, one player shot. So respect the shot, keep your angles, but stay on your feet. So they'll go alternating ends. Goalies will just stay in their end. Bennett heads down to his crease. One of these teams will have a win finally. Both of these teams have gone 0-2 so far. Looks like the player for performance is going first. Comes in, Bennett comes out to face him. He's staying up. Player shoots, misses the net. Good job, Bennett. Misses as good as a save. Who we sending out first? Looks like we have Desi Brenner heading out first. Puck is dropped at center ice. Whistle is blown. Here comes Desi Brenner, first shooter for the Mountain Lions. He's taking the slow approach. He comes skating in. Shoots. Oh, goalie and post. No goal. Big number 14 now is coming in for performance. I bet you he's a shooter. He comes in. Bennett comes out to face him. He comes in with more speed. Nice. Good save, Bennett Hamilton. He did not go down. He did not go for the fake shot. You saw the player go for the fake slapper. Bennett stayed on his feet, slid across, made an easy save on the tuck. All right, who do we have now? Gavin Kinghorn from Steamboat. He is on his way, heading in there. Let's see what he does. I hope he goes for the juke. He's going in, goes for the juke. Oh, what a save by the goalie. If he'd been able to lift that, that would have been an open net. Oh, I really would like one of them to score. And there's the whistle. Here comes yellow helmet going in on Bennett. Bennett comes out to face him. Loses the puck. That. Stop going forward. Again, rule, breaking the rules, as good as a miss, as good as a save. Who are they sending out next? Who do we have here? David Mora coming in. Whistle is blown, he heads in. Come on, David, if you score this, I believe we win. He scores! Is that it? All right. Excellent, way to go, Mountain Lions. I want to say Bennett stopped all 3 shots he faced, but that's not entirely true. But he did not get scored on, so penalty shots end up 1-0 in favor of the Mountain Lions. Game ends up 3-2 in favor of the Mountain Lions. On a good hockey game, I got to say, again, this team got better. Every game they played, they honestly got better. Every period they played here, too. That was a good individual effort by that last goal for the other team. They started to click. They got a bunch of shots on net finally. And they played well in the defensive zone. Bennett saw almost all the shots except for one, but that was a post. Cool. And so we'll have a game this afternoon. Nobody knows when it is yet, so check in with your family members. When we find out, I'll try to remember to send something out on the WhatsApp. And I was just reminded I should have updated the score to 2-2. We'll go 2-2, and then we'll go 3-2 before I end the recording. So that was the final after the shootout. All right, like I said, pay attention. We'll have a game this afternoon, and if they do well, then maybe again they'll play tomorrow. I don't know exactly how this tournament works. Have a nice afternoon. Thanks for tuning in.